Alright, so I've been kind of slacking, not gonna lie, just a little bit. That's okay. It happens. So, anyways, little update. I have acquired, sorry, it's like fucking late. It's 1:30. I have acquired an internship um for a hospital that I'll be working at. Um I start next week, so that's pretty cool. Pay is honestly pretty decent, 20 an hour. Listen, I'm not afraid to disclose how much I get paid, anything like that. $20 an hour, 40 hours a week. It's not software development, unfortunately, but it is like IT, hands-on work, stuff like that, which is fine. Anyways, completely off topic of this video. What I want to do is I started doing Hackerrank, um, and I was like, damn, you know what? Like, I forgot that I have, I forgot that I'm supposed to be, like recording my progress. So I was like, oh, this is like a perfect opportunity for me to kind of, you know, I guess record it or whatever. And yeah, like if you hear any, hold on, sorry, I was checking for like, I guess like sound overflow. I'm currently watching, I'll show you guys the video. Shout out to Live Overflow. Currently watching his interview with Jonathan Jacoby. Pretty cool stuff, honestly. Jonathan Jacoby, a really smart guy. He completed college at like 18. He started at 13. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, so just had that running in the background for a little bit. But yeah, anyways, we can get through it. Um, yeah. Let me actually like set this up on my other monitor as well. So I can, I don't know, look at it or something. I don't know. Makes me feel fancy. Okay, so I did some simple algorithm problems. I guess I can show you what I've done so far. I've done four. Solving first, simple addition problem. This is the solution. Return a plus b, right? Here is the kind of the problem. Fairly basic stuff. Same thing with this. Fairly basic stuff. All of this is fairly basic. Same thing for this. Um, yes. Right now, I am doing diagonal difference. This is a matrix problem, and I've already started trying to implement my solution. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Thinking through these solutions are is difficult. It is difficult. Like I did a whole computer science course in high school, and listen, we never went that deep. I do want to go back to college, but financially right now it's not in the budget. That's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Just gotta grind it out. I'll be right. Anyways, so yeah, essentially the goal of this problem is calculate the left to right diagonal, so 1 plus 5 plus 9, that's 15. And then calculate the right to left diagonal, so 3 plus 5 plus 9, that's 17. And then find the absolute difference of the two, so 15 minus 17 with the absolute value is 2. And that's essentially what we have to return. All right, we have to return just, I believe it's an integer of 2, yeah. Return an integer of whatever the absolute difference is. So here is kind of my thought process that I want to do here, right? We get the size of the array, of the actual array. So here it would be whatever this first standard input is, 3. So this would be the size here. If I write it out and if I could comment, oh my God. If I write it out, right? So we would have an array like this. We'd have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. And then it would be uh, enclosed in another array, right? Like that, and then we would have something like 4, 5, 6, and then something like 7, 8, 9, right? Something like that. And the first index of the out array, this outer array would obviously be this inner array, right? The first inner array. So Size, this would be 0, 1, 2. Well, size is actually 1, 2, 3, right? But if we were to index it, 0, 1, 2. So that's 3, right? So that'll return n, right? So that's kind of my thought process. And I want to say, okay, well, in this first array, I want to identify, first and foremost, I want to keep track of which part of this array are we on. Well, we know it's a 3 by 3 array, or an n by n array, right? Um, Here it says, it literally doesn't say anything about it being a specific number. So we want to identify, we want to say, okay, well, um, where are we at? So 0 would be we're at the topmost array. And which one starts the diagonal? The left to right diagonal? Which one starts the right to left diagonal? And we store those somewhere, and then we just same thing. So the next thing we say, where are we at? We no longer need the left or right diagonal. We'll say what is the next I guess number into the left or right diagonal, and in this case it would be 5 for both. And we'll also add that and store that somewhere, right? And then same thing for the last one. We'll say which one ends the left to right diagonal, which one starts the, or which one ends the right to left diagonal, etc., etc., etc. Implementing the solution, it's, I don't know if it's a little more complex, honestly. I'm fairly amateur, okay? I'm fairly amateur. I've written some code in my day, don't get me wrong, but like, I've been yapping for 6 minutes. Oh my days. Anyways, okay. But yeah, I've also been trying to manage my time a bit better, simply because I don't know. I feel like I just slack a little bit too much. All right. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. All right. So 0. I feel like we need some prerequisites here as well. What should we need? What should we need? We need left to right. We need right to left. So we need. We can say something like, I don't know, LTR left to right. Terrible variable name. That's fine. And then int of the same thing but RTL. Alright. Okay, sure. Whatever. Um okay. First one, second one. Okay, what do we need here? So if we're here, we want to essentially we want to say, oh my gosh. How do I modularize this is essentially what I'm trying to think of right now. Because like for 3, what I can do is I can literally just say, all right, well that's not hard. I'll just say like if I is 0, okay. If I can type, Jesus, all right. If I is 0, then I can just be like, all right, dot get I get J, right? If that'll get um yeah, if I is 0, then not get J. No, I can be more specific like this, left. And then I'll just say like LTR plus equals that. And then I can also say RTL plus equals essentially the same thing, but with 2, right? And then yeah, like I can obviously do that, but this is obviously not a great solution, alright? Obviously not great. This kind of locks it into, ooh, ooh, I did just notice something though. If I, instead of doing 0 and 2, if I just do the minimum of the size and then the maximum of the size, so like 0 for, yeah, and then say obviously it won't be 3, but if I do like, get I, and then we want to get, let's get this, and then we want to get a specific element of this, which means it will be the size of this here. Oh my god, this is so ugly. Yeah, right? That makes sense. Size, but it'll be size minus 1 because it'll be indexed and this will be out of bounds. Yeah. Okay, so now we have like the first one, 0 always, and then we have the last one, the which is oh my god, I can't even read this code. Jesus Christ. Alright, array.getI, so it's this here, and then it's array it's array.getI, so it's literally that, and then just the size of it, which is 3. Minus 1, which is 2. So that'll give us this here. Jesus Christ, this is actually so ugly. If it works, it works. I doubt it's gonna fucking work. I doubt it's gonna work. Okay. Okay. Alright, I mean, sure. I'm kinda okay with that, I guess. My only issue now is this here, because if we expand this diagonal to be, if we expand this to be like this, alright, like 7, and then like a 0 here, this would work. This would work, but then what would be the diagonals of this? I'm fairly certain that it wouldn't be 4, 6, 8, and 1, 5, 9. It could very well be that, right? It could very well be that. However, oh, it's a square matrix array. Oh, reading comprehension is not my strong suit, I suppose. Which means that it would have to have another row. Oh, excuse me. Would have to have another row, and then that would be boom, 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 and boom, 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 boom. Right, but there's no overlap like there is here. So there has to be some sort of math trickery that we can do here. Ooh, 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 look at that. Okay. So we have the end here, and we have the beginning. So what we can do is for every iteration that we're on, we just add 1 to the beginning index, right? Because we're at 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For every iteration, so if we're on iteration 0, that'll get that, alright? And then on iteration 1, whenever we index that, we just, oh wait, no. Okay, so this iteration, this is fine. Okay. So when we're iterating, Jesus Christ, I iterated like 4 times. So when we're iterating normally, this I integer can be used to access this left to right here, right? Because it'd be 0, 1, 2, 3, and there's 4 elements here, 0 index, right? Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3. We can use that to also access these elements here, which is good. So right to left, it would be, I guess, the only problem, unless we reverse this. Excuse me. We reverse this and we kind of do the opposite logic. I guess that could honestly work. Yeah. Well, in that wait, because if we're iterating like this, we don't even need this inner loop, honestly, because we can do some trickery with the math here. If we do, we're at 0, we just set another pointer. Yeah, okay. So here's my thought process for this. We essentially set like a left pointer and a right pointer, not quite because we're not doing 2 loops, but we all do it in 1 loop, right? So for the first iteration, left pointer is set at 0, right pointer is set at 3, right? For the second iteration, the left pointer is set at 5, the right pointer is set at 6. For the third iteration, the left pointer is set at 9, the right pointer is set at 8. For the fourth iteration, the left pointer is set at 0, the right pointer is set at 7. Right, we can do that in 1 loop. Oh my days. Alright, let's see if I can actually implement that logic, because thinking it through and implementing it is 2 different things. Now let's start with this smaller thing here. Okay. For int, if I can do the for loop properly, for int I 0, all I is less than array dot size. Yep, I plus plus. Okay, hold on because I just messed up the whole. See, I also use VS Code for my coding. I know, sue me. I want to get into Vim. I actually want to switch over to Linux right now. I want a Windows machine. I want to switch over to Linux, but I'm not very good with the keyboard. It's a lot of practice that I have to do. Okay, so as soon as I like get my word per minute typing speed up, we can switch over. We can switch over. But as of right now, a little rusty. All right. So what did I say? Left right pointer kind of essentially thing. So our left pointer is going to be I. Our right pointer can be tracked outside of here. This can be um instead of saying I, we can do LP. Right? Just I guess more readable. Oh, I'm the only one that's gonna read this damn code. Let's be so real. Let's be so real here. Okay. Why is my ew? Why is it like not? There you go. Sorry, that was tweaking me. I wasn't aligned properly. I don't know what happened. Anyways, int, and then we just do like J, right? J won't be 0. J would actually be array dot size minus 1. Yeah. Array dot size minus 1. So this is set to the end of the array. Wait. Yeah. Because it's a square array, right? So that means that the number of entries in the parent array will be the same as the number of entries in the child array, in the children array, right? Yeah. So array dot size, if it's 3 minus 1, it's 2. That means it'll still end here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay. And what I can do is obviously I need to set a I need to set other variables. Like I need to say, I guess I can still do LTR left to right, and I can still do right to left. And what I can do is I can say LTR plus equals array dot get I, right? So we get these here, and then we're gonna say dot get I. That's pretty simple. Now let's walk through this, see if this works, right? 0, array dot get 0, so we're gonna get this, and then we're gonna get 0 left. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Yes, right? And for right to left, we're gonna say array dot get j, which will get the last one, dot get j, right? Yeah, right. That should work, right? Because if we're getting j, which is the size, it should be 2. Get 2, that should be this one, and then get 2, that should get this one, and then another loop, and get 1, and then another loop, and then get 1, and then get 0, then get 0. Yeah. That should work, that should work. And then what I want to do is, that's fine, and then I want to run, return math.abs, and then we'll do LTR minus RTL. And hopefully that works. I probably made a mistake. There's probably a bug somewhere. I don't know. Oh, look at that. It doesn't work. How crazy. Of course. All right. Expected output 15 and I did 40. All right. Why? It's probably this negative number here that's throwing my thing off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, plus equals. Um, I see. If we're 11 plus 5, no, minus 12 is 4. Yeah. 11 plus 5, which is 16, minus 12 is 4. Yeah, no, that's right. What the hell? Okay. Strange. And it's on the left to right diagonal, which is even weirder. I figured my left to right diagonal would be pretty well. Alright, let's copy this. Let's copy this. Let's copy this. Yep, if I can English. English is so great. Let's copy this array this matrix. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. 4, 5, 6, and 10, 8, negative 12. Okay. So with my current logic, we're not even gonna do how do it logically. With my current logic, how would this work? Okay. J, array size, which this is size of 3 minus 1 is 2, and that's what J is. So right now it's 2, so it should be here on this index. LTR are both 0, or LTR, RTL are both 0, right? Starting at 0 with I, while I is less than the array size, so this will go into 0, 1, 2, right? So this will go into 2. I increments, yeah. LTR is get whatever I is, and get whatever I is, so that's 0. RTL is get whatever J is, it should be 2, and get whatever J is, that should be 12. Oh, I see. Okay. So it is, well, it should still be 4. It really should not matter, honestly. So as in this, what? Oh, I'm calculating it twice. I think that's what's going on. I'm calculating it twice. Wait, no. Okay, hold on. I'm tweaking. Right to left. This, so, left to right. Oh my God, chat. I think I might be a little not all there. I'm not gonna lie. 0, 0. Yeah, why am I doing it like that? 2, 1. I'm literally just doing this. I'm doing this. I'm not doing this. No, 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 no. Yeah. What, brother? Okay. So this is right. This is right logic, right? So if I do this like this, but the indexing for this is not it's not J, it's not there. This should start here, which means it should subtract. So if we're here at 2, can't subtract 0, obviously. Um, Subtract the size, but that'll always give me 0. What am I talking about? Come on now, brother. Lock in, lock in, lock in. There's something I could do with I here. I know there's something I could do with I here. Alright. 0 minus, oh, wait, get I plus J? No. No. What? Index out of bounds. Come on now. So I would 0 in this loop, right? So that's exactly what I want my J to be. Not my J, because my J is 2. That's what I want this variable to be, which will be a 2 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 2. Oh, wow, crazy, right? But then on the next iteration, I would be 1, and I would want this to be 1. And then the next iteration, I would be 2, and I would want that to be 2. Oh, I'm doing, wait, yeah. So if I do I instead, yeah, okay, I think that's what was wrong. So let's walk through it. Get I, get I, okay. Get J should be this. Get I, yeah, this. So now we're here and we are here. Next iteration, get I, which should be 1 minus 1. Oh, I don't ever decrement J. I see. J needs to change. I don't ever decrement J. Alright, so now let's do it, right? Um, get I, get I, get J, get I, and then next loop decrement J, so now J is no longer 2, it's 1, right? Get, get I, get I, no, it's 1, get I, get J, get I, yeah, Okay, and then j decrements, and then now j is 0, right? Get, so get I, get j, get I. Yeah, okay, that should work. That should work. I just think that this was the problem and this was the problem. Two bugs. Yeah, okay. Please pass. Oh my god, we passed it. All right. I don't know if I should do another one because that one problem took me 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, it's not that like I expect to have an audience, but I just know in the future I don't want to hear me yapping when I look when I look back at this code. I don't want to hear me yapping. I really want to do another one. I think I'll do another one. I do another one. I'm in the mood. You know what I mean? I'm in the mood. I'm like rarely in this mood. I'm in the mood to do another one. That was a hacker rank easy. Okay, and I was struggling a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Took me a little bit, but I did get there. I'm very glad that I did get there. It's like a super simple solution now that I look at it. There's probably some way to optimize this. You know, I might ask. Let's do that. Let's ask ChatGPT. I know. Ooh, no, I like asking ChatGPT in order to optimize a whole bunch of stuff, right? Um, is this gross? Let's see. It's not gross. Clean and efficient. Okay, why is it clean and efficient? Readables, O of n, O of 1. That's fine. Avoid using j separately. Yes, I see. Ah, see, like this is weird logic. I see, like this is technically the j here. Oh, but like minus I. This is insane. This is weird math. I don't know. I'm not cool with the weird math, I guess. Um, okay. This is cool math. I would, I really, my brain power is going on, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, okay. But I like my solution. All right. Did I already submit? I think I did, right? Yeah. Okay. This is the next one. This is probably gonna be my last one. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after it. Again, 25 minutes. Okay. Oh. Given an array of integers, calculate the ratios of its elements that are positive, negative, and 0. So the ratio of its elements, interesting. I hope it expounds on that. Print the decimal value of each fraction on a new line with 6 places after the decimal. So we need to know how to format a decimal. This challenge introduces precision problems. Test cases are scaled to 6 decimal places, though answers with absolute error up to 10 to the negative 4 are acceptable, whatever that means. Alright, so given an array of, I guess, positive, positive, 0, negative, negative, 5, 2 positive, 2 negative, and 1 0. Oh, I see, okay. Is 2 divided by 5.4? Is that what that is? I assume so. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Can I? Yeah, okay. So literally, what I do is, and then, hold on. So what it seems like I do is return a, what? This doesn't actually have a return. What the hell are we printing? Print, okay. Okay. What I think we do is we take the maximum numbers in the array. In this case, it's 5, right? There's 5 elements in the array, and that's our denominator. And we essentially we count how many positive, count how many negative, right? And we divide those, count how many positive, negative, 0, divide those by the number of elements in the array, and then format that result to 6 decimal places. That seems like what it's asking, which doesn't seem too crazy. I just don't know how to format to 6 decimal places. I'm sure that there's like a, oh look, text format. I just don't know how this works. I wonder if they'll hate me if I look it up. I'm not gonna lie. I'll try. I'll try to do it on my own first and foremost, but I might have to look up formatting. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's get just the initial, I guess, core logic out of the way. Just the actual like ratio calculation, I should say. Um, immediately with strings, what comes off to me is like I just have three variables and I call it a day. All right, honestly, right? We can have like it's not gonna be an int. It's gonna be like probably a double. We're gonna have pause. So we go to 0, 0.0. We're gonna have a double negative equals 0.0. I know you don't have to have the point 0, but I like having the point 0 because I just like it. I don't know. Positive, negative, and 0, 0.0. And what I'm gonna do is for anti I is less than array size, I plus plus, and I just want to count, right? So I'll literally just go through and count. So I would literally just want to say if array dot get I, if this if this is greater than 0, which means it's positive, then I'll just do pause plus plus. Can I do plus plus on a double? Does it matter? Not really. Also, these don't have to be doubles because we're counting. We're counting. The result is a double. Oh my god. Look at me. I'm like getting ahead of myself. I need to learn how to slow down. Um, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. These are just counting. These are tracking the count. Meaning I can do that, alright? Else if array dot get I is less than 0, then we can say, what's wrong here? Oh shit, what the hell? It's less than 0. We can say negative, and else. Also, this is kind of gross to me, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just do that. This is a bit gross. Oh, I don't have pretty or any formatter here. Um, ugh. Okay, this. Oh my god, sorry, this format is like tweaking my brain out. I don't know why I did it like that. Else like that, boom, and then I can say if array dot get I is less than 0. Also, I don't like the spaces. Like, why are they so long? Negative plus plus counting, and then this is super ugly. This is super ugly. Super ugly. What's a way to optimize this? If I do something like if the current element if the current element is 0, then I want to increment the 0 counter. If the continue, should I do a continue? That's kind of gross too, I'm not gonna lie. We'll do a continue. Alright, we'll say like if if the current element is greater than 0, then I'll increment the positive counter. And we'll also continue the loop so it doesn't execute the other check. Oh, this is so gross. Get I. If it's less than 0, then we'll increment the negative counter. And we'll continue the loop. Alright, that should work. Uh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Why are these still is not used? No, it's not used yet. Cool. So we're counting, so we should have 2, 2, 1, and I should also have int of like size, I guess I should call it size. Size is array dot size, right? Because there's 5 elements, which is the size of the array, because the denominator is 5. There's 5 elements, not 4. Yeah, size and formatting. is gonna be a problem. Um, three prints? There's probably another way to print this. Not error. Can I do a shout? Oh my god, bro. This, like, I click it or what? There we go. Alright, cool, whatever. Um, positive. Can I do like format? Format args. How do I get the format specifiers? I genuinely don't know. Okay. W3 school? Sure. I was hoping for the actual docs, but so we format the string that we want to format. This um okay. Oh, D. Can I floating point number? First decimal point is not decimal digits. So wait, if I could do F hash 6, does that give me 3.2F? Oh, 2 digits after the decimal point. Should be at least 3 character long. Oh, okay, so then I don't care about this and I could just do this. Right? Format. What, like 6F? What the hell? Grouped. Can I? Yeah. What does this run? Meters. Can I get rid of literally everything besides that and get rid of meters and just do that? So it should be 12 and then end in point 50. No. Okay. I tried my best. Oh wait, what if I do that? Or percentage maybe. Yeah, I believe it's percent? Percent to F? 50. Oh, rounds up. Weird. Okay. Percent to F, right? So if I do percent 6F and I do format position or positive, it's not applicable for the argument types of int. Okay. So we have the string that we want formatted. We have the thing here. I have the number. Here's a string. Interesting. Uh, I do like this, and then I just do this point 6F, and then here's the actual object that I want to format. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, that's weird. That's pretty cool, honestly. It's like no, it's not. I don't know. I just almost lied to myself there. I was like, oh, it's like Python F strings. No, not quite. Honestly. Um, okay. Actually, I should have checked. Yeah. Ooh. Illegal format conversion. F does not equal integer. Interesting. String, well, okay. Should I just look up the solution? Format Java int or not int. What the fuck? I didn't even do the negative. Oh my days. I'm all right. Again, got it. Not negative. Sorry, I didn't even do the the division on my days. I wonder if this will work. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Can I do that? Can I do that? Will that say okay? Well, that's a number. No, of course not. All right. Um, this is not ugly whatsoever. Sarcasm. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Um. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So I think I was close. All right. Let's see. Okay. Format. Oh, my eyeball hurts. Format. Java doubles. Double. Sure. Format Java double. Oh, look. There's something called decimal format. That's an external library, though. I don't know if I really want to. I mean, it's not external, but number format. Is this like? Oh no, it's actually built in. Okay. Ah, this is pretty. This is actually pretty good. Okay, number format. No number format. Get number locale. Do I really? I don't need that, right? This is like super. Alright, here we go. Make a new formatter, and then I'll format whatever value I put. Value plus, and then the pattern, which comes through here, and then the output, which is that applied. Okay, so decimal format is pretty cool here. So if I do decimal format, I gotta import it, obviously. Oh, no, okay, sure, whatever. Uh, Format equals new. Yes. Instantiate a new object, new decimal format. And the pattern that I want to use is, can I just do this? Can I? Yes. But what if there's more than 6 digits here? You know what I mean? Like that's my a oh, a digit. Zero shows as absent. Placeholder for a decimal separator. Okay, time. Zero shows as absent. Okay, I think this might work. I think that might work. Like just infinite amount of digits to the left and only six to the right. That kind of makes sense to me. And what I would do is Sout. Oh yeah, I can't tab for autocomplete. Sout, and then I will just say, hey, I want to format. How is it used, bro? Am I tweaking? Am I tweaking? Am I tweaking? DF, no. Saying my formatter dot format. So it's format dot format essentially is what it is here. Format dot format, and then I'll format the positive divided by the size, and make sure I actually have proper thing. I think that will work. I think that will work. And I do the same thing for the negative, and I do the same thing for the 0, and actually I have to make sure that I have to make sure that, what am I returning here? Or what am I printing out? Positive, negative, 0. Yeah, yeah, okay. Positive, negative, 0. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Just want to make sure I had the order right. You know what I mean? I guess I could run the code. We will see if it work. We will see. Guys, it fail. Guys, it fail. Guys. Why does it fail? Mm, am I a little? Also, it's not even 4 minutes. So, am I a little silly? Is this a little silly, guys? I think it's a little silly. Let's do like sanity checks, I guess. Okay, that just didn't work either. Okay, okay. This should not be 0. It's not 0. 3. 3 divided by 5. So now if I do divided by size. Oh, it's integer division. Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that makes sense. Yes, it does. That does make sense. How do I prevent integer division? I could literally change this to a double, and oh, I went back by accident. I can literally change this to a double, and it'll become double division. Yeah, that should work, honestly. So now that should actually be a number. Yeah, zero point 0.5. Yeah, also this here should, the formatter's not working, guys. How do I pad it with zeros? Oh my god, yeah. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. I believe that's what the thing said. Yes, look at that. Alright, cool. Okay. It's a little gross. Just a bit. This whole thing is kinda, this whole thing right here is kinda, it's a way bit gross. Alright, how would I do this professionally? I love saying is this gross. Oh my god, it's so funny. Code is not gross. More idiomatic. That's a big word for Elmo. Let's see. Peculiar to characteristic of a given language. Okay, what? How will we do this in Java-ish? Okay, for each loop, for every number in the array, if the number is greater than 0, then, okay. For each would have been really good, honestly. Ah, look at this! I don't like typecasting. I think this is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. But this here, interesting. Printf, okay. Printf is interesting. Okay, so I didn't even have to have, Jesus Christ, flashbang, Jesus. Didn't even have to do this and essentially waste memory, right? Even though Java is not very memory safe anyway. Not even memory safe, it's not very, um, bro, what am I trying to say, bro? Jesus Christ. Not very care about memory anyway. Um, that's pretty cool. And then that, yeah, okay. For each is an interesting way of doing it. I actually do like this way a lot better. Formatting this way, I like that a lot too. Um, this I don't like. I don't like typecasting. I think, I mean, I guess it's more readable rather than having a double here, and then I'll do an int divided by a double, because I guess that's like, whoa, that's crazy, right? But obviously that'll result in a double result because it converts it to double division. But okay, I can see that. I can see the typecast here. I can see the typecast here simply for readability. I can see that. Okay, I like the solution too. Great. Let's I already submitted. Okay, my fault. I've been recording for 50 minutes. 50 minutes, bro, an hour and I did two problems? Oh my god, I'm slacking. Listen, I promise in school I was not like this. I'm rusty. Um, should I even see the next challenges? I don't even know. How long do I want this video, Loki? I don't know. Am I worn out? Not really, honestly. I have like almond joy, I have some TikToks, I have coffee. TikToks, TikToks. I want to do some DSA problems too, but after algorithms, because if I'm struggling on this, then I'm gonna struggle to implement stacking and queue. Like I've done it before, but like I've had my hand held when I did it. Okay, I think we're done. All right, well, we're gonna go into the infinite abyss loop here. Um, yeah, I'll see y'all, I guess. I hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, I doubt it. You're gonna see me struggle for about an hour, but hey, it's a learning process. We're all learning. We're all learning. I'm also learning, and this is mainly just for me to look back on and be like, wow, I was so dog ass at programming. Not even, bro. At this point, it's not even me being dog ass at programming. It's me being like just it's me being terrible at logic thinking, like thinking logically. Oh my god, I need to lock in for real. But anyways, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. Have fun, be safe, enjoy your day, night, evening, afternoon. Yep. All right. Cool. Okay.